So Shigeru Miyamoto seems to think that Nintendo has not fallen behind when it comes to their online services. I don't even know where to begin with this. Now, I had clicked on the article hoping it was some sort of mistranslation. Very possible, right? Happens pretty often, or at least it used to. That's what I was hoping for. But no, after clicking on the article and reading through it, he meant every word that he said. So it kind of starts off, I'll have the article in the description. During a question and answer session as part of a Nintendo's annual general meeting of shareholders, Nintendo was asked about the impression that it had been a little slow to join global trends such as cloud computing, mobile, and VR. To which Miyamoto says, "We have not fallen behind with either VR or network services. We have worked on them from the very beginning and have been experimenting with them in a variety of ways." Now, the timing of this statement and this article is really weird, especially after yesterday's video that I had made, but I don't even want to get into the VR part of it. That's a whole different thing. It's so low on the priority list. Like, that should be like the last thing on their mind. Their online services, the online network for the Switch, is so terrible. And I can't believe Miyamoto had the audacity to even think this, to even think it, let alone say it out loud in a shareholder meeting. Let's forget the comparison to like Switch Online to PS4 and Xbox One. Let's not even compare it to PS3 and Xbox 360. The Switch Online is somehow even worse than Nintendo's last system, the Wii U. Now, I know no one bought the Wii U, so no one knows what the online was like, but for me and like the 5 of the people that got it, hopefully you remember. You remember what it was, all right? There was no friend codes. It was just gamer tags. It was clearly the best console web browser at the time. I think if you try to use it now, they just haven't updated it, so it's not that good. But when it came out, by far, the best console web browser, which, by the way, the Switch doesn't even have. No web browser. You have to do this roundabout way of changing settings and then going. It's very complicated. All right. There was messaging on the Wii U. Y'all remember that? Messaging? Yeah. Wow. Foreign concept. So Nintendo used to have it, took it away on the Switch. We had Miiverse, which it was interesting. It was kind of fun. It was just specifically an online community, just like an online forum specifically for Wii U owners and 3DS guys too. But it would just have posts with the communities were the games. So all the games had their own little Miiverse section, and you would go there, you'd post stuff, and it was fun. It was funny. But I mean, there's no Miiverse on Switch. There's nothing like that. There's no sense of community like that on Switch. Let's see. The eShop games used to be able to rate them on a excuse me, on a 5-star scale. And again, that system's not perfect, but there's no rating system on the Switch. Let's see. There was video chat. I don't think anyone really uses it. I think it was like me and Dark Cloud just to test it out when the system first launched. It wasn't great, but it worked. The Switch doesn't even have voice chat, and the Wii U had video chat. Wow, crazy. And let's see, the online was free. Let's not forget that. We're paying Nintendo $20 a year to take out all these features I've just mentioned. And the final thing, not really like a part of the online service of the Wii U, but it had a virtual console for NES, SNES, like N64, GBA, DS, and a bunch of other systems, like the Sega Genesis and some of the other ones. I didn't really pay attention too much to the non-Nintendo ones, but virtual console that had plenty of games from all sorts of systems. And when you pay Nintendo $20 for the Switch Online, you get a library of, they've upped it. It's more than 20. It's somewhere between like 20 and 30 NES games. So with all that being said, and looking at what Miyamoto has said, they're falling behind, well, not only by like the industry standards, by Nintendo's own standards that they have set themselves in the past. Even by Nintendo standards, they are failing in their online service. It's astounding. And this is the worst part about it, is that this problem is never going to get any better, right? Because Miyamoto and Nintendo seems to think that there is no problem. They think it's perfectly fine. So how are they supposed to fix a problem that they don't even think exists, right? And it doesn't help that the Switch is doing so good, that the Switch has sold over, what did I say yesterday? It was like 35.3 million. It's sold a ridiculous amount in the time it's been out, and there's 10 plus million users of the online subscription for Nintendo Switch. So guys, this service is never going to get any better. It's not. Not at this rate, right? They don't even see a problem, despite literally everyone telling them that there's a problem. But then again, what would I know? I'm just some guy on the internet.